The Dallas Cowboys are officially broken. And I saw this coming. I even put it out on Twitter coming out of halftime. I said Washington has a chance to just mentally and physically break the Dallas Cowboys because it's already well cracking at the seams. I'm talking about more coaches getting thrown under the bus, players quitting on the team, etc., etc. And it's so bizarre because I don't really know how to feel about this because I love the Eagles Cowboys rivalry. We're going into an Eagles Cowboys game on Sunday Night Football, and at least any time that this matchup has come, I haven't been looking at the Cowboys as just this bum ass, broken, we don't care type team. Like, it's like, I don't even care if the Eagles beat this team now. I'll care if they lose. If you lose to a broken team, that speaks volumes about you. But it's just like I don't even care. Like this is just some bum ass broken squad that isn't looking out for each other. And it was shortly after I put that tweet out about how Washington could break this team that you saw the John Bostic hit on Andy Dalton. I was forgetting his name for a second there, where completely illegal hit. Anyone that saw the hit right away was like, wow, that was dirty as shit. Dalton was well into his slide. Bostic came in, targeted him, hit him right in the face, knocked his helmet off. It was so vicious and obvious. And the one thing that happened that was the more appalling than that hit is no one from Dallas got in John Bostic's face. Not one person. Not one person. Like, I'm not saying you have to go there and, like, act like, you play for the Browns and you hit them over the head with your helmet or anything like that. Like, no, you don't have to do anything like that. Just get in his face. Just be like, bitch, that's one of ours. Why are you targeting him like that? It speaks volumes. The only people that really got in his face were the people on Washington's sideline going like, dude, why did you do that? You got an automatic first down out of that now. Why did you do that? No one from Dallas got in his face. Oh, man. This team's broken. It's broken. It's like, it's not even like, it's not even fair or fun to see them lose. I just can't. I'm going to laugh my ass off every game they lose. Let's be real. Let's be real. But it's now to the point that we're going into an Eagles-Dallas game with the division on the line. And it's just like, who cares if you beat this team now? It's beating up the wounded dog at this point. Dalton's, if he is somehow miraculously back, and again, I'm not saying like, well, I hope he's out, so we have to play our third string quarterback. Please. Andy Dalton had one garbage time touchdown and 2 field goals in the last 2 games since he took over for Dak Prescott. Like, oh, I'm really scared about facing that. You got players already throwing the coaches under the bus. Mike McCarthy is who pretty much every critic thought he was. A guy who Aaron Rodgers carried to a ring, and a guy who Aaron Rodgers couldn't take anymore and got him fired from the Packers. It goes to show you he's a shit coach. Just a shit coach. Brought in one of his buddies that's one of the worst assistant coaches in the game. Still has a job there in Dallas. Unless Jerry Jones, he gets a lobotomy overnight and changes his mind about who he's hiring. And actually fires someone in the middle of the season. But anyway, it's just kind of surreal because no Cowboys fans are talking shit out there. They're just like, just beat us, just beat us. No, I'm not rooting for them to win. I'm not rooting for the Cowboys to win. I'm not expecting the Cowboys to win. Like, it's like, what's the fun in the rivalry if their own fans can't even get behind the team right now? Again, don't worry, I'll be here to giggle my little ass off if they beat this team, but at this point, the fun of it, the bulk of the fun of it is gone. It's gone. This team is such a beaten mess. Just I mean, just think about that. All the weapons they have on offense. You could say how bad the offensive line is and whatever. You can look around the league through any amount of time and find offensive lines that were either just as putrid or more putrid. We're on the fringe of being as putrid, whatever. And you only get 3 points. 3 points against the against the no names. 3 points. And it's not saying that the no names don't have a good defense, because they do, but it's not like people were struggling to score against them at all. The 3 points they came today were because of a big Pollard kickoff, not Pollard, Gal. Who does their kick returns? Pollard or Gal? Anyways, who cares? A big kickoff return that set them up in field goal range right away, because the offense got 6 yards after a 40-something yard kickoff return. Or was it a punt? I don't know. Who cares? I mean, the game is just such a fog. Anyway, to see that you still have all-pro talent, multiple players that are all-pro talent levels, and you can't even get guys to catch a ball yesterday. Like CeeDee Lamb, yikes. Oh boy, he's not backing up all the steam that got behind him before the season. That guy looks like he can't catch shit. Couldn't catch COVID at a RNC convention. Get it? Because they're not wearing masks. Anyway, this is usually the point of the week where I get excited for the Dallas Cowboys game. And one other note that I want to point out for this game is the NFC East bias. And I said this on Twitter, the NFC bias is going to be fully admitted if they don't flex that Dallas Cowboys Eagles game off of Sunday Night Football. Now, I personally want it to be on Sunday Night Football, but you got the Ravens playing the only undefeated team in the Pittsburgh Steelers, and that's a 1 o'clock game. How is that not going to get flexed and have more interest in it than seeing a team with a third-string quarterback versus another team with 2 wins? Okay, yeah. Oh, America wants to watch that game over the other game that features 2 bitter rivals playing and the only undefeated team left in football? I mean, again, that's going to be your NFC East bias, full confirmed, if the NFL doesn't flex that game off of Sunday Night Football. And I'll be fully okay with it if it happens. Again, I would love to see my team just, smack their dallywhackers in the face of Dallas on prime time with more eyeballs on it. I'd love for that to be, but let's be real. That Pittsburgh-Baltimore game deserves to be on Sunday Night Football. Anyway, it's just so surreal that the Eagles, as bad of a team as they are, as injured of a team as they are, we're going into a Dallas game now, and there's just like, I don't know, at least for me, again, I'm just speaking for me, I don't speak for everyone in the fan base, it just doesn't feel the same now to face such a broken, mentally and physically broken team. A team that just has no respect for the coaching staff. They have no respect, no brotherhood for one another. Because you can say whatever you want about Jason Peters, about him not being able to stay on the field for more than 2 consecutive minutes at a time. He would have been one of the first people that got in John Bostic's face, grabbed him by the grill, and gave him a what to it. Anyway, you saw that the Chip Kelly era here. I get the. I just want to vomit every time I say it. Anyway, Nick Foles was hit by Chris. What's the defensive end for the? Anyway, it's Chris, whatever his name was, that played for Washington. It gave a cheap shot to Nick Foles, who was the backup quarterback to Michael Vick that season. Got a cheap shot out of bounds, and Jason Peters came over and grabbed Chris, what's his name, by the face, and just started smashing him around, gave him a fistful with his mask held, and 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 players and Peters got ejected, and Chris what's his name got ejected, and that's what you see. That's what you expect. And that was our backup quarterback, and Andy Dalton got hit in the offensive line. It's like, damn, that sucks. Are we putting out? Okay. All right. Who's this guy that's coming in? Okay, whatever. It's just mind blowing that there's just like they don't even have brotherhood on their team. Like, you see even the shit ass teams of the league at least stick up when someone gets a cheap shot. Damn, Dallas. What happened? It used to be something to rep that star in Dallas. Now it's like players, they don't even give a shit. We're just like, Bostic's all the way over there. Do I gotta go to get? I'm tired. I don't want to show any extra effort for the coach. I don't want to show like we actually care about being here. I never thought I'd see the day where a Dallas team would be so bad that the players don't care, period. Wow. I can't wait for Sunday Night Football or Sunday Day Football, whatever it's going to be. But again, if the Eagles lose to this team right now, oh my God. Well, one, I'll giggle my ass off partly because it's just going to mess up the draft pick for Dallas. And I want to say, I was so pissed at Atlanta that they blew that game against the Cowboys. But at the end of the day, that might be the difference between them getting a top 3 pick or sitting at like a top 5 pick. So just think of that, like that miraculous comeback that the Cowboys had against the Falcons and the Falcons' inability to touch an onside kick. That might be the difference between the Cowboys getting that absolute difference maker and not. Like they have a prime opportunity to get the top college quarterback, but they lose it because they had that comeback to the Falcons. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. That is all.